Welcome everyone to the 7 Days Podcast. Yes, your boy is better. He is better. And let's begin, y'all. I mean, we got a lot to talk about. Women's Royal Rumble. You know, the whole year coming to an end with only less than 2-3 days away. You know, we got a lot of shit to talk about, alright? Now, obviously, Usos theme song you just heard, that is the song of the week. I've been listening to that song for the longest time. I feel like a freaking gangster every time I listen to that song. But I digress, man. I really want to get this out of the way. Guys, last night or 2 nights ago, whenever I upload this, I think I'm gonna upload this on Thursday. Tuesday night, right after SmackDown, right? My channel got to 1 grand. 1,000 subscribers. I was hoping I would make it before the year ended. And it's so funny because this month, I believe 2 years ago, I got to 100 subscribers. It was early December 2 years ago. I was able to get to 102 subs. 2 years later, nearly at the end of the year, I got to 1,000 subscribers. 1,003 subscribers to be exact. I cannot thank y'all enough. Now, on Monday, I was kind of pushing it because I think Monday night I got to 996 subscribers, and I'm thinking, if I get to 1,000 subs by midnight on Monday, I was gonna upload SmackDown and NXT for either the next 2 days, back to back, or literally all in one day. But either way, I'm glad. I'm happy. I've got to 1,000. I don't know how to act right now. I really don't. I'm sitting there thinking, how am I gonna do this? You know, what am I gonna do after I hit the 1K? Well, it's plain and simple. You keep going. I can't quit now. There has been times where I want to take a break because I want to get myself better physically and mentally. You know, I want to take a break from YouTube, but now I don't know if I can. I mean, I'm riding on a wave of momentum that I built for myself ever since the Elimination Chamber. You guys want to know why I took a week off? It was one of the reasons was because I didn't want to overflood you guys with videos after video after video, even though I just gave you an hour plus of Elimination Chamber, and then the next night on Monday, I would give you guys a whole hour of Monday Night Raw. I didn't want to be like real life WWE, you know? Just give you guys so much wrestling content day after day after day. I didn't want to do that. So I figured, okay, let me take a week off, and then we start from there. We go straight to WrestleMania. Then I got sick. When I got sick that same week, I believe the Thursday, that's when I got sick. That's when I'm like, you know what? Whatever I can upload, if I can record with my horrible ass throat, with my voice, with my nose being all stuffed up, then I'll upload. And I was able to get the job done, even though I was messed up. You know, I had to freaking, just clean out my nose and all that crap. You know, sickness. I went from having a cold to having a fever within a whole week plus. I'm still trying to recover to this day, you know? But still, I figured we're going to go straight to WrestleMania. 4 weeks. I want to get there. I set a date for myself. January 14th would be the perfect time. So, 2 weeks ago, I uploaded the Chamber. So I figured, okay, I'll take a week off. So then, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 14th would be the perfect day. because it'll be 2 weeks after the Royal Rumble pay-per-view in real life would happen. But yeah, that's what I'll be having, WrestleMania on January 14th, because I think that's enough time. And I'm already working on it already. I already set up the intro and everything. I just gotta, record the matches. So I always do things like up to date. I don't really do things in advance that much anymore. So yeah, I mean, 1,000. I'm looking at my dashboard now. 1,003 subscribers. Overall, 248,184 views. Y'all. And I gained, within the last 28 days, 218 subs. I know I've lost some. I lost some subs on the way, but I gained a lot. Like, dude, I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. Thank you guys. All the love, all the support, all the sharing, all this. I looked at my analytics on YouTube Studio on my phone earlier today, and I know it says that my Elimination Chamber video was in the suggestions box after videos from the likes of Brendan Plays, Murph's YT13, freaking Delzinski, and Goran Perkins. I'm not bullshitting. That is true. I looked up on my analytics. That is mind-boggling. And I think because of y'all, that was able to be done. I can't stress that enough. And I hope you guys will enjoy the extra content I actually have set up. I'm gonna try to upload non-wrestling content more often now. I just feel like, I'm just uploading I feel like if I upload too much WWE only content, then when I want to upload something different, it's not gonna go well. So that's why I uploaded my the snowboarding SSX video game. I love that video game to death. I do plan on uploading video games I played last year. I already have them set up. I just need to render them. That's all I need to do. I got video games set up. I just need to render, and that's it. And then I'll just post them on YouTube, and that's pretty much it. I did want to do a reaction, but I decided I'll hold that off for something else better. But man, I can't believe I made it this far, man. Now, am I gonna start getting paid now on YouTube? I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But yeah, let's talk about. I'm not gonna talk about the best versus the worst of this year. This and that, because I already have videos made up for that already. I already recorded the audio. I just need to put it together in a video format, and then boom, I will upload that this week. Hopefully, I get it done before the end of the year by Monday night. Now, let's talk about what happened on WWE in wrestling recently, okay? There's some news about someone being injured. Brian Kendrick has been injured. Daniel Bryan revealed that there will be a United States Championship tournament. Am I the only one that's getting a vibe of Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, 1993 to 1994, situation with the Intercontinental title for the U.S. title? Like, am I the only one that's getting that feeling like Dolph Ziggler's leaving? He left the title in the ring. He didn't say he's going to relinquish the championship. He just left it there, So Daniel Bryan made the wrong assumption, Yeah, Dolph left the title there, but who knows, He might come back and be like, I never said I was going to relinquish the title. I'm still the champion. I don't know why there's a tournament anyway, Dolph Ziggler could just flip that, So let's see what happens. Mahal going for the title in this tournament, I actually like it. I feel like it's way better, and I think people can accept this more than his WWE Championship situation. I mean, did I have a problem with Mahal being champ? By the end of it, yes, but in the middle towards the beginning, nah, not really. when it got to Nakamura at SummerSlam, that's when I'm like, okay, maybe around here, maybe. I mean, he had a good run. He beat Orton. I mean, that's good enough. When he gets to Nakamura, I think that's where he should kill it. No, they keep going, and then he had a rematch at Hell in a Cell. I mean, like, his championship win will always be one of my favorite moments of the year. I will not lie to you. You want to know why? Because it's a surprising moment, and I love being surprised in wrestling. I hate when things are too predictable, and then people can already predict what's going to happen, and then it happens, and there's no shock. There's no great moments, you know? So, Mahal winning the championship was a great moment to me because I love being shocked. That's why I love Goldberg and Lesnar so much, because I did not expect Goldberg to beat Lesnar in such a short amount of time. But yeah, U.S. title tournament. I really want WWE to let AJ Styles use the WWE Championship with the black swoosh. I kind of want that to happen. I mean, I love the gold. The gold plate on the championship looks more cleaner than the original WWE World Heavyweight Championship that was introduced back in 2014 when Lesnar beat Cena at SummerSlam. On Raw, we had you ever notice John Cena's returns has been a waste of time in the past couple of weeks, months this year? Every time when there's a big John Cena return, it's nothing of importance. You know, you ever notice that? When he returned back in the summer on, I believe, July 4th, Great America Day, and Independence Day, Cena came back, and then Ruru came back, and Rusev was jealous of Cena, that he didn't get no appreciation of his return, so he challenged Cena to a flag match, and then that match happened, which was horrible. Match was bad, really bad. And then what? Cena returns to Raw to challenge Roman Reigns. Match was aight. Match was good, great to me, And then he returned at Survivor Series, wasted time. He didn't do jack. He eliminated, 2 people? And then that's it. And then he returns to fight Elias. Is he back for good, or is he back for one night because it was Christmas? And yeah, I don't know what's going on. We had Jason Jordan win the tag team titles with Seth Rollins. Now, I was thinking, okay, this is something different, but why, but now I know people brought this to light, that it could be a reason why Ambrose come back and feud with Seth Rollins. Ambrose could take exception to Jason Jordan winning the title, it's like, oh, you replaced me, huh? It's kind of like the DIY situation. Tommaso Ciampa felt like he was going to be replaced by because of his injury he suffered at the TakeOver match in Chicago, right? So that's why he turned his back on Johnny Gargano. That's the same thing that could happen here. Ambrose comes back and says, oh, so I get down with the injury that you caused because of your outside suicide dive onto everybody that I was involved in. You helped damage my elbow, and then Samoa Joe made it worse. But you are the initial reason why my arm got messed up. Like, Ambrose can take exception to that. They can find a way to twist it, and then Ambrose could just turn, and then bam, we have a great match at WrestleMania. I can't wait for that. I really hope that happens. I do not want to see Rollins out of WrestleMania again. I want to see Ambrose in a WrestleMania match of importance. He has not been in a WrestleMania match of importance since the ladder match in 2015. We had Asuka set her sights on Alexa Bliss, saying that she'll be in the Royal Rumble match, and then right after she says that no one's ready for Asuka, she just kicked her in the face. Nobody's ready for Asuka. Pow in the face, And then Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt made its entrance. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have a Bray Wyatt promo, or is he gonna come and wrestle? What's good? What's going on with Bray Wyatt? And then Matt Hardy through the crowd, he just beat him up, and they starts laughing. Now, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be patient with this whole Matt Hardy thing right now, alright? I love Woken Matt Hardy. I find it interesting, cool. I'm not a dick rider like everyone else, And what I mean by that is, Day one, when they introduced this broken stuff in TNA, that's when I was watching TNA still, before I started to fizzle out and not watch TNA ever again. But I was watching TNA, and when Matt Hardy introduces broken stuff with Jeff, and it started because I think it was when Matt Hardy returned and he was dressed as Willow, and then he's like, "You love your character Willow than your own brother," and then that's when Matt Hardy became broken, you know. Or it was either that or after a certain match they had. I think it was at Summerversary or some point, something like, I don't know where. But when Matt Hardy started doing this broken stuff, everybody was like, "Oh, this is a disgrace to wrestling. What a joke. This and that." I'm just sitting there like, I mean, I find it interesting. I mean, it's something different. I didn't see this coming. Let's see where it goes. You know, that's my approach. But everyone else, "Oh, it's a disgrace to wrestling. It sucks. Get this shit out of here. You know, this is why TNA's going down in the tubes." You know, shit like that. And then as weeks go on, they start to turn around and start saying, "Oh shit, this is actually catching some attention. Let me jump on that bandwagon real quick, and let me just start saying it's good." Nah, fam. I see through your bullshit. I've seen you day one saying that it was shit, it was garbage, and then you start copying Matt Hardy, start using the same verbiage as Matt Hardy. I'm not buying that shit. But nowadays, I mean, I don't want to judge it too quickly, but Matt Hardy, I mean, he coming out, he's laughing. I mean, ain't nothing funny, bro. Ain't nothing funny. You're laughing. I mean, come on. That all you got, fam? I mean, I don't want to judge too quickly, so I'm waiting. I'm hoping there's a big-ass payoff, as Tubby Emo would like to say. A payoff, right? Hashtag payoff. So I'm waiting for Matt Hardy to, and this whole Matt Hardy Bray Wyatt situation get better. That's all I hope for. That's all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping the boy Cedric Alexander beats Enzo Amore next week on Raw to become Cruiserweight Champion. Now, here's the dilemma though. I want Cedric to become champion. No doubt about it. But should he? I mean, think about it. Enzo still gets an attention from the crowd when he speaks. When people like Cedric or people like, people like that, when they talk, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out that if Enzo's not in the Cruiserweight division, would people even give a shit at all? I mean, people don't care, period, but would they care less if Enzo was not in the division? That's the thing I'm trying to figure out. I want Cedric to win and become champion badly because I'm tired of Enzo. But at the same time, Enzo is still great. I'm just trying to figure out, is it the right move? I'm torn right now. It's like, if he has the championship, I'm just waiting for somebody to beat him. But when he doesn't have the championship, what's the point of him being there? You know what I mean? It's like, it's a fucked situation, man. It's a fucked situation. Now, I want to talk about this Rusev Day situation with Aiden English. Aiden English and Rusev are the best thing right now on SmackDown. Minus the Usos. The Usos are always great. They're the best, period. But I mean, they are the best up-and-coming gimmick or whatever situation recently. Now, I think that WWE is not going to pull the trigger yet. Now, I honestly think that them not winning the tag titles at Clash of Champions, them not winning the triple threat on SmackDown recently, was a good choice. Want to know why? Because I think as we wait and wait, I'd rather be teased and then finally it happens than it finally happens and there's nothing, like, I don't get no special feeling out of it, you know? It's like, oh, they won it, yay! I mean, then I'm going to be sick. Then about a week later or two, I'm going to be thinking, maybe they should have, like, hold it. Maybe they should have, like, kept going, keep teasing, and then finally give us, you know? That's exactly how I'm going to think as time go on. But then some people brought it to light that it could be like the Bray Wyatt, the Wade Barrett situation, you know? I'm afraid I got some bad news. And then see how that got over, right? When Wade Barrett, you know, he was able to get over with that gimmick. And everybody was behind him, even though he was a heel. And then WWE just killed it. When he got injured, and then as time go on, when he got back, what happened? They dropped his theme song. His theme song was different. It used to say, God save the Queen at the beginning. But and then just went straight to the song, which was boring. And he came back. He tried to do his gimmick again, but the crowd wasn't into it. And then they just killed it overall. And then he just got boring and boring and boring. Then he wanted King of the Ring, which meant nothing. And, you know, I hope Rusev Day does not go into that same situation. I just hope not. Because I honestly think they have something there. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm questioning, how is this over? It's just Rusev being himself. He never changed anything. And in English, it's still the same. He's just singing, and he's just praising Rusev. That's pretty much it. But why do we like it? Because I guess Rusev is... Some people say that Rusev is being himself from the Total Divas, you know, TV show. You know, like that's what people are saying about Rusev. That's why they like Rusev so much. I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, Rusev is great. You know, when he won the championship from Sheamus on the network, on the Raw After show, the post-Raw show. And then from then all the way to WrestleMania, I mean, Rusev was on the top of his game. And then by the time he lost to John Cena, he kept going down and down and lower and lower. And then 2016, he won back the U.S. title from Kalisto. There was a little bit of hope for Rusev. And then what happened? The second 2017 come through, he cut his hair. And then they split him from Lana when Lana went to do her own thing. I mean, it's a whole mess. And then when he came back from injury, that whole garbage with Cena, and then it's so good. To me, it's good to see Rusev come back from all that crap he went through. You know, like when he had that feud with Randy Orton helped this whole situation. When he beat Randy Orton in a short amount of time, Rusev Day became a thing. And then they had the match at Hell in a Cell, which was a good match to me. And then later on, Rusev Day kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And now today, we want them to become tag team champions. Aiden English, a guy that I dig. I dig his singing gimmick. I do. I like it. It's interesting. It's something different. It's new, right? That's one of the main things I remember from the old days of NXT. Him singing. Him coming out and sing to himself in his entrance. That's what made me like Aiden English to begin with. But when he split from Simon Gotch, when he got released, right? I'm thinking, okay, Aiden English might be the next guy to be released. You know, I hope that doesn't happen, but sadly it is going to happen. What are they going to do with him? He's on pre-shows of pay-per-views, which is, I would take that over not being on TV at all, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't think you're getting paid. From then, and then when he joined him up with Rusev, about Rusev Day, and then if you watch the match at Clash of Champions and the match on SmackDown recently, this is the best Aiden English I've ever seen, ever, out of Aiden English in his career on WWE television. This guy can wrestle great. This guy can go. I mean, Aiden English is just that good in the ring. It's just sad that WWE in this situation might pull the trigger, but not the right kind of trigger. They might pull the end it now trigger, where they're going to fuck it up, and then we're not going to care about Rusev Day anymore. Again. So I just hope it's one of those situations where they just build and build, they tease, and then when they finally pull the trigger, it's going to be a magical moment, and it's going to be a moment where it's like Aiden English, a guy who's doing nothing, Rusev, a guy who's been doing nothing, trying to recover from all the crap he's been through with Roman, with Cena, has finally I'm trying to figure out the word. He fixed his career. That's what I'm trying to say, Rejuvenate his career. I mean, that's all I can ask for. Just let him fix himself. Give him the tag titles, but I hope it's a special moment. I assume by WrestleMania time. I think that's the perfect time. I think they should finally have the SmackDown Tag Team titles at WrestleMania on the main show, and let Rusev be the one, Rusev and Aiden English to be the one to get the job done. Alright, so let's talk about the last part before I leave. The Women's Royal Rumble. Now, I recorded the podcast last week, but I didn't upload it because my laptop shut down, and I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. Now, I didn't like one thing out of that Women's Royal Rumble announcement. Now, actually, no, there were several things, but I'm just going to get to the main point, and I'll just bring all the other stuff with it. I didn't like, first of all, I don't care if she's on a good side or a bad side. I do not like Stephanie. I hate Stephanie McMahon. Why? I don't like her presence on television. I think she's outplayed. She's overkilled. She's just not what we need. I mean, I always figured if I went to WWE and I was going to cut a promo on both McMahons or every McMahon of the family, I would say, you guys are talking about a new era. How is it a new era where we're seeing the same faces we've seen 20 years ago on 2017/18? Like, how is this a new era if we're seeing the same thing again? Yes, the new fans won't be able to realize, but they're going to realize once they go on the network and they watch the old shows. Yeah, I mean, I could say the same about Shane. I thought, I put this in my mind. Shane McMahon, I honestly think if Shane didn't come back to WWE back in February last year, we would not have a brand split. I highly doubt that without Shane, there would be a brand split. I doubt it. Alright, I doubt it to a T. Because I felt like Shane was the guy to lead us to the next gen. Even though that barely makes any sense because he was there not too long ago. But at the same time, when Shane came back, he sounded like he had a new direction with the company, with the business. He wants to make the business... He wants to bring the business to a point where it will benefit his kids and then their kids and kids and this, that, and that for the next generation, right? And then they brought back the brand split, which has benefited a lot. It has benefited a lot of people. I don't think AJ Styles would be WWE champion within 1 year or within 9 to 10 months of his WWE run in 2016 without the brand split. I highly doubt it. I think this year he would have won the championship, but not within 9 to 10 months last year in his debut year. No chance. I don't think Kevin Owens would have been champion. I don't think this whole Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho thing would happen. Maybe the list of Jericho would have came to light, I don't know. But there's a lot of things I highly doubt that would happen without the brand split. Do I think Goldberg would come back? Maybe. There could be a chance because of the video game, so maybe that would happen regardless. Like, would Brock Lesnar be a champion right now? Maybe not. Probably not. Would the Shield be back together? Yeah, that's possible. Would the club be together? Most likely, yes. But, like, there's a lot of... Just think about the things that you wouldn't think that would happen. I don't think Becky Lynch would have been champion last year. I honestly think she would have been champion this year, but not last year. You know, like, there's a lot of things I could say this could happen this year, but not last year when it did happen. You know? But the fact that Shane McMahon is a heel now, or he's trending, he's in between now. You know, him and Bryan having problems and issues, and you know, it's just I mean, Stephanie is the worst McMahon of all WWE, okay? Worst McMahon out of the family. Shane McMahon is a close second right now. Because, no, I don't have a problem with Shane being in matches. But Shane being a heel, I don't think we need that. That's just a plain fact. We don't need a Shane McMahon heel turn. We don't need that. It's plain and simple. Now, get to my point before this whole thing finished. I didn't like the delivery of the announcement. You know, I did not like the announcement, the delivery of the announcement. Okay, I just don't. When Stephanie was like, "How about we make history once again?" So it's all about making history. I mean, that's the point of this Rumble thing. We're making history. I mean, you saying that tells me we're doing this once. It's not a year thing. It's not a thing that's gonna. It's not a series that's gonna keep going for the next how long? You know, that's what you're telling me. And the fact that everybody was brawling in the ring before Stephanie came out, and then when she came out, everybody stopped, and then, you know, they start hugging and crying and smiling because of the announcement, which is a great announcement, nothing less. But I mean, the way how it was just presented, it was just whack. It was just whack. That's the one thing I don't like about it. The way how they presented it and they just announced it, it was just awful. I did not like it at all. Now, the concept of it happening, I do like it. I do like it a lot. It makes things a lot easier, you know, if you think about it. Because every year it's always like, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen for the women this year? Are they going to be in another tag team match? I still remember that Nikki Bella, Brie Bella match against AJ and Paige, where the damn title was not on the line. You know, I still remember that match to this day. You know? So I hope this whole Women's Royal Rumble thing just, you know, it goes well. I just hope it goes well and it's a success. That's all I hope for. You know? Yes, it's not needed, but at the same time, it's interesting and cool to see. That's how I look at it. But the whole delivery of the damn thing, I just don't like it at all. I mean, really? Yeah, let's make history once again. We're making history. That's all you care about? I mean, we're not doing this because other reasons. No, we're making history. That's what we care about right now. Okay. And like I said, the women were all brawling with each other. They're all fighting, and then they're all hugging and crying and doing this and that. I mean, But yeah. That's all I have to say about that. Women's Royal Rumble, good idea. It's just I don't like the delivery of it. That's all. I'm not taking nothing away from it. That's all I got to say about that. Hope you guys enjoyed the 7 Days podcast, even though it feels like an hour, even though it's been 34 minutes. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys can, leave a thumbs up on this podcast video. If you guys can, subscribe if you are new. Hope you will enjoy it. Check out Universal More videos of this week. And I'll see y'all next time. And I'm out. Check out for the top 5, top 10 videos coming up this week. And I'm out. And, yeah, later.